Good morning. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Great so far. It's been a great morning. It's going to be even a better morning now. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is the Home Improvement Radio Show that teaches you, the homeowner, how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the four corners of your lot. And, of course, we want to let you know we're not a do-it-yourself show, but we're not anti-do-it-yourself. We're just pro-do-it-for-me. That's what we want to make sure on Hire It Done that you know. Okay? And, of course, every Saturday, it's Shout Out Saturday, 248-539-9797. If you're a contractor, police, fire, essential worker, friend, listener, text us. We'll give you a shout out. And, of course, if you have a question Google can't answer, we'd love to help you as well. And it's always Salt Sale Saturday. Did you know hard water and iron can negatively affect the color and texture of your hair by causing the color to fade and the frizz from dryness to become unmanageable? Just look at me. It was a joke. Don't wash away those expensive salon trips. Give Beauchamp Water a call today and save your hair tomorrow. Yeah, that's important. Just ask Jared Beauchamp. He's the king of water, as we all know. So if you have a home improvement list going on, you might as well get it going. You know what I'm doing right now? I decided last summer that I had to redo my deck. I got a pizza oven. I got a grill. I'm adding a flat top. What do they call that? What do they call the flat top? Forget what it was. Where you can do smash burgers. Yeah, it's there's a name.
Blackstone.
Blackstone. That's it. Mike Harvey from the Roof Resource. He's here. He's gonna give me a little tip on that. But anyways, I'm gonna add the Blackstone. But I decided, you know how it's like the 4 dirty words of home improvement. Does anyone know what the 4 dirty words of home improvement is? Well, we're not going to play the game today. We're just going to tell you. We might as well. That's the 4 dirty words of home improvement. We might as well. And, of course, I'm looking at my deck, and I'm like, I'm going to do something. So I want to do pizzas all year round. And I have a big pizza oven outside. I love it. And so I decided I'm going to build this pergola with a roof. And then I'm like, you know what? We might as well rip it out. We might as well do the whole thing over. We might as well go with Trex. And the next thing you know, I'm all in, deep all in on a new Trex deck at my house. I'm lucky because I hired Decks Unlimited, and they're a Trex trained, certified, the whole thing. And I got to be honest with you, the way they do their work, pretty efficient, pretty quick. The designs, I did simple. I didn't want to get all crazy. I did one color on the base of the deck, and then a stripe around the perimeter. Keep it simple, Adam. And then I'm doing a pergola-style roof over my pizza oven, over my grill, and then I've got my Blackstone. I'm going to squeeze it in there. It's going to look amazing. That way, I can grill onions and mushrooms and all that on my grill while I'm making my pizza, and then sprinkle it on there. Oh, it's going to be so good. We're going to have pizza party after pizza party. I'm telling you. Anyways, I digress. So getting a deck done and going through the process it's never easy. Look at it. Rained yesterday. It's raining today. They can't show up. It'll be finished next week. It's looking amazing. And you know what? The quality and the care that the contractors take to make it right. You know me, I look at a deck, and if you see me with a tool belt on a job site, you better call 911. Because you're like, what? Yeah, I look at the thing and I'm like, I could do that. Hidden fasteners. I could put the joist hangers on. No problem. Well, then I remember from the neck down, I'm worth minimum wage. It just doesn't work the way I want it. So it is what it is. I'm paying good money. I feel like I got great value, and the quality is benchmark. And today, finding quality at a good price is important. Finding quality at cost, cha-ching. Now you're talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Shout out to Green's Hamburgers at 10 Mile and Orchard Lake. Best sliders in town. Duh. It is. I'm a Bates and Green's guy. Green's is my go-to, then Bates, then Hunter House. But I live closer to Hunter House, so it's like a convenience thing. But I always go to Green's Hamburgers. Always. They're the best sliders. There's no one better around. So, knowing that you want cost and knowing you want quality, it's almost like an oxymoron. You can't do both. Not until today. And it's the truth, my friends. I'm living it. I'm proving it every day. And it's still, people are like, what? No way. No way. What's that TikToker? He goes, no way. You ever see that guy on TikTok? No way. Anyways, I can't help it. I got to keep doing TikToks. I love them. So anyways, if you want a roof, and listen, why do I talk about roofing so much? What do you think the number one project around a house is that you don't do yourself? Does anyone know? Oh, wait, roofing. Duh. And now take that and take the fact that I told you earlier, homeowners don't want people coming to their house. They want to order home improvement from an app. They want to DoorDash it, Uber Eats it. They want all that. How do you do that? Well, we have the answer. And of course, it's the Roof Resource. So keep it locked in, my friends, because we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to break it down. Where the guy came from, who is this guy, and then how you do this. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Good morning. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We are having a rockin' Saturday morning. Shout out to Ron Casado, All Brick Design in the house, and all his crew. Griddle, the Blackstone Griddle. It's the griddle. I want to make pancakes. I want to make bacon. I want to do fajitas. I'm getting crazy. I'm going to do pizzas. I don't know why I'm not 300 pounds. I used to be back in the day. Anyways, Mike Harvey, founder, CEO, and friend of The Roof Resource, theroofresource.com. Good morning.
Good morning, Adam.
You've been here a few times now.
Yeah, I think it's 6 to 8 times, I think.
Do you know why?
Do I know why?
Sure.
Well, to share what we're doing and share the purpose of the Roof Resource.
Because you chose to last with me instead of Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
A minute. Sorry, that's an inside joke. So Mike Harvey is the founder, we said, of The Roof Resource, theroofresource.com. And again, I know some people are like, what is this? Every day, I mean, not every other day, not once a week, every day someone's now asking me, hey, Adam, is this real? What is this? And then as we've gained momentum, now we're getting the homeowners. Oh, my God, Adam, you won't believe it. You took care of my mother. We're selling the house in Grosse Pointe. We were so scared because every price was $20,000, $30,000. And your guy came in at almost half. And we were able to sell the house and then make money because it's a new roof. Mike, are you hearing those stories too?
I hear them every day. I mean, it's literally every day. And I do appreciate, obviously, the show because, and I can tell you real quick, had a gentleman that reached out to me, heard me on the show one Saturday morning, sent a message through our website, contacted him, and he had just signed a deal with a very large, big named brand roofing company for $32,000.
Whoa.
We then sent him a proposal. He called me back and he could not, he was asking me, is this real? This is unbelievable. His price was $13,800, and he then selected a GAF HDZ roof, full system. Actually, then ended up taking back. He had about $900 in returns, and that is one of many, and it happens a lot. And so, one of the things that my goal today really is to let people know that the 800-pound elephant is removed with the Roof Resource. You no longer have to battle and think about getting a price. With us, the price is removed. We'll show you the quality of the shingles. We'll talk about the quality of the installation and the warranties you receive, and it's done. It's simple now. And that's the oxymoron that it's roofing and it's supposed to be so complex, and it's really not. It's
interesting, we say it that way. So let's break it down for the listener. By the way, if you have a question, 248-539-9797. We have Mike Harvey, the founder of The Roof Resource, in studio, theroofresource.com. Mike, so let's go typical roofing experience and then the new roofing experience. So backstory, I've been doing home improvement for 3+ decades. And I was trained as a child and growing up in the sales side. My dad was a home improvement expert, one of the most well-known in the country at the time. And he taught me it's all about going for the yes, closing and this and that. And okay. And he used to say to me, home improvement must be sold in the home. And I'm like, okay. And then the internet came, and then apps came, and then the generation of millennials decided they don't want anyone coming to their house. As a child, Mike, or as a teen, or even you're younger, do you remember when someone would ring the door?
Oh, yeah.
Would you run to the door? Oh, my God, someone's here.
Right.
Right? Get
always.
All excited?
Yeah, always.
Today, when someone rings your doorbell in your home, you're like a beaver. You pop your head up, you're looking around.
Or you're looking at your phone because you've got the Ring doorbell.
Right. You're like, oh, my God, someone's here. What are we going to do, And it's changed. But also, with the advent of DoorDash, Uber, all the delivery services, you can just sit at home on your couch and it comes to you. Why, you can order from Wayfair, you can order from, plumbing anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you, again, go out and do it when it comes to you? So now you want a new roof, it's leaking. And you go, I got to get a roof quote. And you go online, you look at your friends, you look at Google, and this big one, you see it on TV, sale, 50% off this, half off labor, no payments till $19,000, whatever. And you call them to your house, and an hour and a half into it, you're getting a sick, disgusting, slimy, like you want to take a shower feeling. And you hear it all the time, Mike, when a homeowner comes to you and they don't believe it, right?
Well, yeah, there's two parts to that. They have to go through the sales presentations, and I've shared with my customers, there is a $50 to $100 million selling machines out there that all they do is train roofing companies to understand the dynamic of the kitchen table. And it's literally in every magazine. That's what's out there. And so homeowners, when they bring somebody to their home, they're trained on to, connect with them, to build value.
Bonding and rapport.
Bond, rapport, start at a
Establish
higher
value.
price,
Drop.
drop. And that has been
The model.
forever. And so with us, that's all gone.
248-539-9797. You have a question for the Roof Resource? Here's one that came in. If prices are that much different, then does that mean roofing companies are ripping you off? I don't think they're ripping you off.
No, I would say that they're not. I mean, there's different business models. I think that a lot of the companies that are out there today, they're incredibly, they've built a brand. They do really good quality work.
Yeah.
And they have just built a model that is different than ours. So when someone does select, some of these other companies that are out there, and that's fine. They've paid for that. They've paid for the quality of work.
Yeah.
And it's really the choice, right? And so that's where we provide this service free for homeowners so that we can then empower them to make a decision based on the information we provide. We're letting them know what cost is and what we can deliver. They can read all the Google reviews. And then if they choose to select another company, we have done our part. And I feel fulfilled at that point that I have given that service to that homeowner. And now it's up to them to make that decision.
So it's an educational approach for the roofers because you're a service. You don't do the roof.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we don't sell the roof, and so that initial phone call that comes through, I let them know that we're not selling the roof, and if they're getting quotes, just be prepared that our number is going to be $3,000 to $10,000 less or more than everyone, and so that always kind of, for lack of a better term, like kind of spins them out a little bit in a good way, like wow, and then they get it. And some of them still go through that process, and then they call me back and they say, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and it's easy to predict because the model is so archaic. 248-539-9797. You have a question about roofing. We're going to take a quick break. Here's one that just came in. We'll get it on the break. Can you tell the roofing company, just tell me the price? I don't need the sales pitch. We'll talk about that when we come back. My name's Adam Helfman. Keep it locked right now. Welcome back. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We're talking about getting a roof at cost. What is cost, right? That people are like, oh, and then the other question you have in your head is, how do you make money? Well, what you should focus on is getting a quality roof at the best price. Literally, that's what it should be. So we've got Mike Harvey, the founder and CEO of the Roof Resource. Mike, when you say cost, give the people what that means.
They pay cost for materials, the labor, permit, dumpster. None of it is marked up.
Okay, so let's say materials. You have a relationship with a distribution company?
Yes. So we're a nationwide company now, but we have a relationship with WIMSAT. And so we get extremely aggressive rates because of the volume that we do. And they have been wonderful working with us to ensure that we're getting a great rate. Typically what happens is that at that point, every roofing company has a rate, and then they add to it. They add a third, they add a half, 25 to 50% more. So they're making money on materials. And the model is they make money on materials, they make money on the dumpster, on the permit, on the labor, everything, plus SG&A, their office and things of that nature.
Overhead, burden,
Yes.
commissions.
Cars,
That's why
commission,
the
right.
price is a lot higher. And again, roofing companies who do good work and have the old model, there's nothing wrong with them except for the fact that you can get the same quality, if not better, for almost half.
Well, right. I mean, the installation, we let customers know because customers are, I think, we're bringing to light, the quality of work. And, I get asked a lot about subs, who are the subs, and explaining that to homeowners and understanding that, we use companies that are licensed and insured.
Vetted.
We are not using and vetted, through Hired Done and you, Adam.
Yeah.
And we're not going out there and finding 5 guys or 6 guys who want work
Out of the big box
who are
store.
just insured, but they're not licensed. So they're not,
Can't do work
they're
for us.
familiar with it, right?
If you're a licensed roofer and you are certified by one of the manufacturers, been in business at least 5 years, call us. We love to talk to you. We're always looking for good quality roofers. There's enough business out there for everyone. Shout out to Jack Roberts Pools on Northwestern Highway. Little tidbit sidebar. Jack Roberts did our pool in the 80s. That's how old I am. Thank you, Jack Roberts. I'm glad to see you guys are still around. Can the roofing company just tell me the price? I don't need the sales pitch. So real quickly, if you call the roofing company and say you just want this price and not a pitch, they say they're not coming. Almost every time. Mike, when someone calls you and they see this, okay, first step is roofresource.com, fill out the form.
Right. They fill out the form. I give them a call. It's maybe a quick 5-minute. They let us know what's going on, what they're looking for, house and garage. They already know it's 20 years old.
Or it could be leaking.
We then order the report. We put a proposal together. And then what we do is we take them through like a 5-minute video call.
Sure.
And the only reason for that is we show them the roof report and we show them how that ties into
So Zoom,
their...
you're on Zoom with them.
Yeah, and it shows them how it ties into their proposal, and they get it. They fully
Okay.
understand. So it's not a Google Earth photo, and we're over here just thinking, hey,
This
we
is what it
think
is.
this is 22
You do a
squares.
real-
We do a real report, yeah.
So for everyone out there, a roof report is an actually satellite photo of your house. And through a math equation, believe it or not, they're able to figure out the pitch and how many squares of shingles you have. So that allows us to price it with our system that will be able to give you the price for everything. So is that on the first phone call, or is it your first phone call is 5 minutes and you say, okay, Mrs. Jones, you qualify. Let's set up our evaluation call?
So it's the first call is, they've called in, they've heard us, they've been referred. We get a lot of referrals from existing customers, referrals from real estate and mortgage agents
huge.
now. So they'll call us. It's a 5-minute phone call, and then we just schedule a time over the next week or two, whenever it's good for them. And they don't both have to be on the phone call. It can only be one of them.
Yeah.
And again, once we plan that, we just take them through, hey, here's your roof report. We share that with them. They're really blown away because they really like to see the detail. And then then we take them through and I show them how we create the materials and a labor permit dumpster, and they understand it. And they get full transparency. And then we email them that information and we let them know, now we have provided this information to them. a lot of them are saying, hey, what are the next steps? We want to become a customer. Great. We handle it all online.
So I get the price, and I'm dumbfounded that it is so inexpensive. Do you email me that price, or are you just on the?
Right after the Zoom call, it is emailed. The proposal and their roof report is emailed to them.
So what if I use this report with my pricing, and then I call in the big guy?
You call in the big guys, and that's fine.
No problem. You don't care.
Yeah, I don't mind. You want to call them up? They're going to come out, and they're going to be 3,000 to 6,000, 7,000, 10,000 more. And I always tell homeowners too that this is the cadence they're going to go through, and I fully believe that their time is priceless. Why would you expose yourself to going through another 2, 4, 6, 8 hours of sales pitches and why I've got the best shingle? And that actually creates more confusion for the homeowner, because now they've got someone saying GAF is the best, someone else saying it's Certainteed, someone else is saying it's Owens Corning.
Sure.
And you've got prices all over the board. They're confused, and now they're like, who do I pick? And so with us, we just remove all of that confusion and complexity.
Makes sense. 248-539-9797. We're talking about how to get a roof at cost. I saw a commercial for RoofMax yesterday, a roof replacement alternative. What do you think? So, Mike, you've heard of RoofMax?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I actually called them in 2020. I'm very familiar with them. They're out of Columbus, Ohio.
Sure.
Their solution prior to the roof resource being available to homeowners is that the price of a roof was very expensive.
So if you have a roof that isn't on its last legs, I think if you call RoofMax, they'd sell you a spray.
They don't sell it. They come out, and there's actually there's a large roofing company that owns the market for that, and you'll contact them directly. They'll come out to spray your roof, or potentially
and they
talk to you about selling you another roof, but they spray it, and it just puts back those oils, and it's asphalt, right? And so it just puts those oils back into the roof.
I didn't do the research on that. I'm going to do a little digging for you on that. And obviously, it adds a few extra years to give you.
It's like a 5-year, $2,500 to $5,000. And I completely understand that when you're looking at the cost of a retail roof.
Sure, it makes sense, but
With
not when
us,
you compete against us. No.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. You're changing the industry. It's a disruptor. Now, 248-539-9797. Here's a question that came in, one of my listeners. Will other roofing companies match the price? If they say they will, let them.
Yeah, if they say they will, let them. We're not out here just to, obviously we want to provide that service. And it's one of the things that I talked to some customers, and the reason why they chose us is that we lead with that. Now, I've always said, hey, if I'm going to, sell you a coffee for $8 and I'm really into that coffee, selling it for $8, but then you don't want that price. And then I change it to $6, but then I'll really do it for $4 and I'll sell it to you for $3. I would have took your $7 if you would have gave it to me. And so it's one of those things that I look at that and lead with your best. Lead with your best price. Don't play the pricing game.
Different methodology, and I agree.
Sure.
I agree. So for everyone out there, if you're thinking of getting a roof, what's the worst that happens? A free estimate. Doesn't cost you anything except a little bit of time on Zoom. And then go look at the Google reviews. Talk to Hire It Done customers. Talk to people. And by the way, there's other really good roofing companies out there. Like, we don't ever bash any of them or take it. You look at Kangaroo, Tittle Brothers. They're really, really good companies. Mm-hmm. I know the owners and I like them. I have long friendships with them. But, as an expert in the home improvement business, doing it for over 3 decades, and as an advocate now for the consumer, Mike, you understand, it's my responsibility or obligation, and I feel, where I have to present to the homeowners the best quality and the best value. Does that make sense?
Well, correct. And and you did that, Adam. I mean, we spent
it took a lot of
spent
cojones.
probably about 8 months. Not 2 weeks.
That's how long it took me to vet you.
8 months just to kind of go through the process, to really understand it, to dig in, to then have that, yes, aha, this is real.
Yeah.
And then talking to customers. So
I don't look back. I'm very, very confident and proud and happy for you and your team. Let's talk about your team for a second. You've built some real powerhouse people in there. You got vice president of what's Kathy's?
Vice president of operations, Kathy Coble.
Yeah, she's got home improvement experience.
Yeah, she comes from home improvement experience. She worked with me in my corporate America life. She's dynamite, and I get accolades for her all the time from the customers to say, you know what, she is amazing. You know, she follows through. I mean, obviously, like days like, hey, when it's raining and things have to be rescheduled. I mean, no one's having to call Kathy. She's handling it. She's upfront and taking care of it. So, I mean, with Kathy, we have now we just I brought on a CFO, Bob Schlatter. So
Gamer Bob.
And Bob is,
Triple
my
sharp.
experience with him is that he's just not has amazing financial acumen. He understands operations and he understands and can lean into all these different departments.
Yeah.
And I have that experience with him and I've seen him work and
Sure.
it's amazing.
So for everyone out there, I've met the whole team, and Bob, Kathy, Jacob, Mike, they're building a powerhouse. And the reason why is because they're going national. They're a national franchise now. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about that, the franchise side. My name's Adam Helfman. Keep it locked in here. This is Hire It Done. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfand. Today's a great day. It's a little rainy. Oh, it's not raining right now, but it's cloudy, overcast. What do you got going on today, Mike, after the show?
Several customers to get back to and
Right.
more proposals to share.
I'm going to a bar mitzvah. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to my cousin, Mo Wall, having a big bar mitzvah today, becoming a man, 13, rocking it out. Can't wait. You know what I love about it is not so much the bar mitzvah service, which I got to run to from here. It's the party after.
Mm-hmm.
And he's having one where there's like, laser tag. And you know me, although I'm a little older, I'm going to get right in there with them kids.
Right.
I'm going to start, up with everyone who can't wait. So if you're listening, Mo, and the whole crew, mazel tov. Anyway, such nachas. So the roof resource, Roof It Costs. Here, let me have some of these questions. Isn't 2 layers better than 1, assuming the first layer is still laying flat?
We don't put on a second layer because really with that first layer, you've got felt, you might have issues underneath it. You're really just putting on a big, right. And you're just putting a bigger Band-Aid on it, maybe for another year or two. But when it leaks, you're going to call that company back and they're going to obviously, talk about that second roof that was put on. So
what about, for the shingle manufacturers allow a second layer.
Right.
So that's one of those, which is okay. Here's one. Damn, I just went through a nightmare of getting roofing quotes. Had to call 6 contractors to get 3 quotes. Well, I'm gonna read the rest of it, but then I'm going to go back to that. It was a big headache. You guys need to advertise more. I just spent $21,000 on a roof with 41 squares. Now, let's break this down for a second. I had to call 6 contractors to get 3 quotes. So that means 3 didn't even respond or 3 didn't even call back, right?
Right.
So now I got 3 quotes, and that's what we've been told our whole lives. Get 3 bids.
Right.
Throw out the high, throw out the low, go with the middle guy. Now he says it was a big headache. Of course it was. You guys need to advertise more. Thank you. I just spent $21,000 on a roof with 41 squares. So to me, 500 a square times 41 is 21,000 or 20,000, whatever. So to me, according to cost versus value report, you know how much a square is supposed to go.
Well, the square they'll start them out at $998, and people can go to costversusvalue.com and see it. 30 squares is $31,000.
Correct.
That's where they start out, and then they of course play the drop game, but of course there's a pitch that the pitch is
8,
involved
12, 10,
there,
12, 12,
whatever
12.
that is, and then of course too, what type of system did they install? Was it just a Certainty landmark shingle with generic material underneath?
Right.
There's a lot of different pieces.
IKO, TAMCO, any of those. So anyways, your $21,000 for 41 squares sounds like a great price. However, we don't know if the underlayment's off-brand. At the Roof Resource, and this, let me say this, and you tell me if I'm right, Mike. The products that you guys install, let's say Owens Corning or GAF or Certainty, and by the way, the homeowner gets to pick any brand, right?
Correct.
You buy the material and you instruct SRS, WIMSAT to make sure that if they pick Owens Corning, that all the rest of the product has to be Owens Corning or whatever.
I will say that our process, so that when the homeowner selects whatever, when we build their custom materials list, that a homeowner can then view before it even ships to their home. So they get to see it, confirm it. Everything is Certaintied or everything is GAF, Deck Armor.
So
if
it's the brand.
Right, or it's Pro Armor. Correct.
So
it's the full brand.
There are contractors out there, not everyone does this, that will give you the brand shingle, but then everything else is cheaper or whatever they can save money on.
Yeah. Hey, instead of 1.5 inch drip edge, it's 1. Or synthetic underlayment is generic, and
of course
there's all those vehicles out there for other roofing companies to save money.
248-539-9797. Shout out Saturday. Shout out to All Set Tile and Stone. That's a good one. Also, shout out to Renai tankless water heaters, wall hung boilers, and commercial heating solutions. I have Renai in my house. You have a tankless water heater at your house?
No.
Everyone should get one. Unlimited hot water. It's just, again, it's fun. So, here's one. What are your thoughts on Victor's Roofing? I was quoted $16,000 for a roof of my 1,100 square foot house. Called another company and quoted $8,500. Well, I don't know Victor's personally, so I can't say anything good or bad about them. I see them on radio and TV, and I'm sure they do decent work, but I don't know anything about them. But here's the thing: he got a price of 16, and then he had another contractor quoted for 8,500. That's an example of the disparity in the industry. Is that true, Mike?
Right. And that's what causes all the confusion, because then homeowners don't know what's too good or what's not good enough. And that creates all that confusion. And when that homeowner comes to us and we let them know, here's cost, top of the line roofing systems and the lines, licensed and insured installation, here's the price. And that price is cost. And so it just removes all of that confusion and complexity and who to choose. Here you go. It's set. Done. There's no, I don't need to, spend. And that, everyone is spending hours of their time trying to figure it all out when you only put on one or two roofs in your lifetime.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People don't realize that. So shout out to Brian Lee, Metro Home Improvement. He's listening. Hired done contractor, of course. So now all of a sudden, the roof resource is going nationwide.
Correct. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Basically changing the roofing industry one state at a time.
Well, yeah, we've through just the organic find, we have started the process with several in Ohio, Tennessee, Colorado,
Texas, New
Jersey, the Tri-City, New York, New Jersey market, North Carolina. We've been on the phone with roofing companies in Texas that once they understand what we're doing, they're signing on immediately because of obviously they're doing the work and they're on roofs 7 days a week and they never have to worry about selling or ordering materials or having accounts receivables. All of that goes away. And so it's really exciting. And, here in Michigan, we'll have 22 locations by the end of next year. And so when you had mentioned, if you're a licensed roofing company, we'll do, by the end of next year, we'll have done probably 3,500 to 5,000 roofs.
Perfect. Loving that. Shout out to Denise Mansfield, Mansfield Insurance Group. Real estate agents, mortgage companies, insurance companies are all over you.
Yeah, so we get a lot literally daily from real estate agents that are calling in and they want to know what cost is on this roof because they might need it or they're going to put it in escrow. We're getting calls now from mortgage agents because the roof is being held up with insurance companies because the roof is too old. They have to put on a new roof. They're calling us for that. So we're really becoming that go-to service for
So if
a
someone has
variety.
an insurance claim,
Yeah.
this is gonna up in that industry too.
Well, right. We actually are doing a pilot with a very large insurance company here in Michigan, and they've sent us 3 customers just to test, and we've saved $10,000 from their lowest estimate, and we're doing her roof in Shelby. Another gentleman, we just were sent his file. He received quotes from $28,000 to $35,000. The insurance company is giving him 22, and we're doing it for 16.
So who gets the spread? Does the homeowner?
We stay out of that.
Okay.
We just completely stay out of it. That's between the homeowner and the insurance company. But again, we're making a lot of headway with the insurance companies.
That's a different vertical. That's
a whole nother vertical.
Love it. All right. TheRoofResource.com. That's all you got to go see, right?
Correct.
And everything's handled, and it's a 5-minute intro call, and then you schedule your Zoom call, and then it's up to you.
Correct.
Go get 40 estimates if you want, but you probably won't want to after one.
Right.
That's the experience, right? Well, I'm loving that. Well, Mike, as we wrap it up, man, oh man, what's the goal for roofs here in Metro Detroit for you right now?
Well, just myself and Kathy, we'll probably finish about maybe 200 to 250 roofs this year.
Okay.
With everything else going on in my life with franchising and all these other meetings, but we'll bring somebody else in to kind of sit into my
You're growing
seat.
a team.
But we'll probably have 15 to 20 franchisees by the end of this year.
If someone's listening really quick and they want a franchise or they want to explore the franchise opportunity, what do we do?
Just go to theroofresource.com, click on About Us and Franchising, and fill out your information, and we'll get a hold of you.
Theroofresource.com. Thanks for coming in, my friend.
Thank you, Adam.
Shout out to Bob.
Always.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, everyone. My name's Adam Helfman. I appreciate and I'm very grateful for everyone who tunes in all the time. I bust my butt for you, and next week I'll be doing the same thing. Have an awesome weekend. See you later. Bye-bye.